Hi guys, welcome back to Behind the Scenes. Make sure you like this video, subscribe and leave a comment below. Our guest on today's episode is an engineer. She's a content creator and entrepreneur. She's also the founder of Vidsigra Beauty. Our guest is none other than Chisom Nnaerika. Hi Chisom.
Hi Posh.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you for being on the show today.
It's my pleasure.
Alright, so can you tell us a little more about yourself and about your business?
Okay, like he already said, my name is Chisom Nnaerika. I'm a mechanical engineering graduate and also the founder of Vidsigra Beauty, which is a hair care and beauty brand that I've been running for 4 years. I'm a beauty and lifestyle content creator on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. These are the 3 platforms I work on so far. What more do I have? That's practically it. Like, that's the summary of my life and what I do.
That's amazing. How did Vidsigra come to be?
Vidsigra started in 200 level, but actually 100. It started with me solving a personal problem. When I started Vidsigra, I just wanted to solve my problem. I had issues with my hair because I've always been one who was into hair care and the rest, but not as a business. So when I noticed that I was having issues with my hair was cutting because I remember when we were in 100 level, a lot of people were like, oh, your hair is nice, your hair is nice. And all of a sudden, my hair started cutting and different people would come like, Chisom, what happened? Your hair is cutting. Did you cut your hair? Your hair is looking short. And this type of things get to me because I love hair care. So I started doing research and trying out different formulas, trying out different ingredients, researching on herbs, oils, and the rest. And I was able to come up with something. Like, I was just using it on myself, not like I came up with it and said, voila, I've gotten this. I was using it on myself and people came to me like, oh, your hair is getting really long. What are you using? I thought your hair was looking short. What are you using? And I was like, oh, it's something I mixed out. I'm using it on my hair. And they were like, oh, I should teach them how to make it. But the Igbo girl in me, and I thought about it. I said, why am I teaching you how to make something I can sell? So that's literally how my brand started. I started making the products that people were telling me to teach them how to make. Wow. And Vidsigra started from there. That's
amazing. If you were a student when you started, that must have been very tough. So can you let us into how you balanced running a business and school at the same time?
It wasn't so bad, but as an engineering student, it was quite stressful because sometimes I can be in class, somebody wants to place an order, and being in Covenant University, that's another ball game on its own because I was selling on Instagram, and definitely Instagram is not limited to Covenant University. Yeah. There are people from outside Covenant University that were placing orders, and I had to keep turning them down because I wasn't able to fulfill those orders. Wow. Another thing that helped me was proper planning. So what I used to do was, because I knew the rules of the school, I can't just be selling stuff in school. So when I'm home, I tell people to pre-order. So when they tell me the amount they want, I make the amount they want and extra, just like a little bit extra for those that didn't remember on time. So I would, like, immediately I come, I just let them know that, oh, the products are here, please come and start picking up your products. They make their payments and they take their products. Then the extras that within the semester it will finish, like other people would come to pick up the product. So it was just about time management. I knew how to, like, put when it's time to read, it's time to read. When it's time to do business, it's time to do business. So I made my weekends for my business. Every time my pickup days were Saturdays and Sundays. You don't text me for pickup Monday to Friday. If you want to pick up, I give you a time and you pick up during the weekend, so it doesn't affect my academics.
That's structure, putting proper structure.
Putting proper structure.
What were your parents' reactions to you starting a business?
Let me start with my dad. My dad was like, "This is not mechanical engineering I studied in school. Why are you selling hair products?" So my dad wasn't so receptive, but at the same time, he could care less. Like,
as long as you're doing fine.
As long as you're doing fine in school, that's your business. But he made the remark, the comment, like, it's not, did you get what's going on? It's not adding up. But he didn't stress me. He didn't tell me stop. So that was one thing. Then my mom, the moment I told her I was starting a business, my mother carried it on her head.
Wow.
she'll follow me because that time when I was making my products, I used to use supermarket raw material, like as my raw materials. I'll go and buy my oils in supermarkets. I was running at a not loss, but I wasn't really maximizing profits. Because imagine I'm buying it at retail price when I can be buying it at wholesale. But because I just started the business, I didn't really have an idea. I just knew I wanted to do something, but I didn't know how to do it. I just wanted to do it. So that was what happened. I was going to the supermarket, then I would just package some things. My mother was not like, Chisom, you can't just give people products like that now. Is it black nylon you want to give them? Go and get a bag, even if it's those party bags, those ones that they use for giving, for birthday gifts. Just put it inside and give them. It's like, okay, mommy, no problem, I'll do that. Then she'll take me from bank to bank, all her friends. And even if you're not her friend, she will just carry me from one bank to the other. See, my daughter does this business. Please come and patronize her. My daughter does this business. She will force you to buy. You must buy.
That's really supportive.
So my mom was so supportive. She was really supportive of my business.
So how would you rate the support you received from your parents and friends to the success of your business?
No, my friends and parents were really amazing. They supported me a whole lot. And I think that's one thing that helped with my growth because I had an amazing support system. Even in terms of my content creation. Not like my dad is the kind of person that he won't tell you stop. But he would not really be bothered, like, do you? And even when I'm creating content, my daddy would, because there was a time I was just filming in the parlor in the house, my daddy would just enter, pass and be going because he doesn't understand what you're doing, but as long as you're not doing anything that will hurt you or hurt the family, you keep doing it. But the funny thing now is that my daddy he carries my business on his head. When I graduated, he actually gave me money. He invested in my business. Wow. And now he even, like, when people come to the house, like, yeah, my daughter produces at that place. You can get products from her. Like, he's even so gingered about the whole thing. And I'm like, is this not the same man that was telling me mechanical engineering, hair care? And he even tell me how to plan the business, structures, and the rest. So my dad is also really supportive. My parents now are like,
very supportive.
They're so supportive. And my friends, I can't trade them for anything. When I started my business, they were the first people to buy. And they believed in my brand, even when nobody really cared much about it. So, yeah.
That's great. All right, so we heard you were selected to be mentored by the president of the Transcorp Group. First off, that's very amazing. Well done.
Thank you.
Well, can you go into a little more detail about that, how it came to be and how it has helped you in growing your business?
Okay, so for that program, people were required to like send in to apply. Yeah, basically to apply for the position. Then she selected the people that she wanted to mentor. Okay. So we had lunch with her and she spoke to us. We talked about our dreams, our visions, and she advised us on some certain things. So she gave us assignments, things to do, like then we update report to her on those things. Then if you have issues concerning certain things, we can I can reach out to her whenever I feel like I've hit a stumbling block somewhere, and she'll give me advice on those things. So
that's really great. All right, so we're going to take a break, guys, and we're going to play a little game. So we're going to play 2 truths and 1 lie. So basically, someone says 2 things that makes 3 statements about themselves. 2 are true and 1 is a lie. So you have to guess the one that's a lie. So do you want to go first or should I go first?
Okay, let me go first.
All right.
I do yoga every morning.
Okay.
I have a night and morning skincare routine, and I'm on a strict diet. No, wait. Let me change that. The last one. It's quite tough. I'm easily irritable.
What's the first one again?
I do yoga every morning. I have a night and a morning skincare routine, and I'm easily irritable.
So, you have a night and morning skincare routine is truth. You're easily irritable is truth. So, yoga every morning is a lie. Am I correct?
Yes.
All right, let me go
Am I
next.
that easy to read?
No, not really. But I have when you have it, you have it. All right,
Okay.
so let me go next. My favorite color is white. My favorite food is jollof rice, and my height is 5'11". I'm 5'11". Height.
I stand up, did they? I need to confirm that one first.
No, no. Anyways.
Eli is 5'11".
Ah. Nice one. That was a trap right there. I said for myself. All right, so let's get back into it. I know running a business in Nigeria must have had its ups and downs. So can you share some of those experiences with us?
Exchange rates. That's the first experience. The first experience is like the issue now is exchange rate, getting people to trust your brand, especially with the fact that a lot of people just sell rubbish now and just put anything in market.
They just mix things
Everybody
together.
wants to be a manufacturer, but not everybody knows how to manufacture, and not everyone has the knowledge of formulation. So that's one thing, one of the problems, getting people to trust you. Another challenge, structure, not having proper structure. I think one of the issues I faced in my early times was structure and managing finances. Anytime people ask me this thing, I always say like managing finances was a big issue for me at a point, but maybe it was because I was a student, I don't know. But now it's not bad because I was able to separate my finances, and that's another thing that Auntie Owen taught me. She told us to have separate accounts, an inflow account and an outflow account for the same business.
Wow.
So basically, any amount that wants to enter your any amount you want to take out of your business, you should send it to another account, then take from that one. So basically, so you can track, this is the account that money is coming out of, and this
so you
is
know
the
how
one
much you're spending.
Exactly. So that was one thing I learned from her, like having accounts, an inflow and an outflow account for your business. So because I remember when we had that conversation, the launch, I told her that was a major challenge for me, and she advised me on it. And she actually assigned me to one of the accountants there to help me out with it. So finances, organization, the current policies in this country, like the exchange
You get most of your
rates.
products from outside the country.
Yes, but I don't do them directly. I have I get it as a third party, but my supplier gets it from outside the country. And I'm sure, I'm very careful with my suppliers because I've seen issues with adulterated products. Sometimes you buy coconut oil, the coconut oil is not smelling like coconut oil. I don't know what they mixed inside it. Because I remember when I started my business, I bought castor oil. That thing was smelling like the finished grinding leaf inside.
Wow.
I couldn't use it. Like it was just something else. You see, problems. Problems. Business can be something else. If you are not strong, you will break down. I have broken down so many times. So I think it's not just about breaking down, it's the ability to just keep going. You clean your eyes and you continue.
Alright, so one of the ways I've seen you build your brand is through the use of content creation. How impactful would you say that has been in your marketing?
Content creation is very important. Like for me, I think that's one thing that I was blessed with. I didn't have to be that brand owner that had to look for plenty influencers because I was already the face of my brand. So all I need to do is just use my products, and Instagram has also helped in a way that they don't need to be your followers for them to see your work. It can just be pushed to anywhere, anybody. Do you get? And another thing with social media is I believe that selling products, I believe that your product should be a lifestyle. That's why I see it as. You don't just come and say, yes, buy this thing does this, it does this, it does this. Why should people buy it? Let them.
If you're not using it
if you're not using it yourself, that's one. And secondly, people don't like to feel like you're selling stuff to them. If I see something you so obvious you're selling it to me, I don't want to buy it. It's like I will scroll through, I will swipe, like I'm not on this social media app to buy anything. Why are you selling stuff to me? But if I see somebody, if I watch a video now and somebody is just washing her hair and it looks really nice, I want to keep watching that video. She's probably selling that product to you, but I'm not feeling like you're selling it to me.
They're feeling like you're helping them.
Yes.
Because it's something you apply for yourself as well.
Exactly. And transparency is one thing that goes a long way. Think that we've been talking about my business alone. I have 2 businesses, we keep forgetting. Yeah. I'm a content creator, that's my business. True. And I have Vidsigra. I sell products and I render services. So in terms of the content creation aspect, that's what I was talking about. People don't like being sold to. Yeah. And in terms of product, like the fact that I'm the face of my brand, it has made it easy for me to sell my products. So
earlier you mentioned about your mom telling you to, improve your branding. So since you took branding seriously, how has that affected the output of your business?
It has changed tremendously actually, because people like the packaging. Sometimes people just want my product. They say they like the scent. They just like using it on their hair because of the way it smells on their hair. Like that's just one thing. And sometimes people just want to show the bag. Do you know when we're in school, some people will buy my product just because they want to carry the bag and be going off. Like it was actually so funny. I realized that some people just enjoyed holding the bag because of how it looked. And all these things are related to branding. So if you don't brand your products properly, because sometimes I see people just wrap nylon just to put all sorts of things on their product. Sometimes you even see products that are probably better in terms of quality, but the way they've packaged it, you see somebody whose quality is not even the best. I'm not saying people should do that, but if you see people whose quality, the quality of their products is not the best, but the price is so outrageous. Why? Because they're selling the packaging to you. They have packaged it, and that's what you're buying.
People tend to trust those brands more because it looks very standard.
Exactly. But I guess that's something I learned along the line. I thank God. I'm very particular about packaging. If you see me now, as I'm talking to you, I'm thinking of new ways to repackage my. That's how, like I'm a perfectionist. That's the problem. I have a big problem with that.
Have you at any point in juggling all the parts of your life experienced burnout? And if yes, how has it affected your businesses?
Yes, I have. Sometime last year, I think towards the ending of the year, I just stopped. Like, I was tired and I stopped everything. Like, I stopped it abruptly. I was uninterested. I didn't want to reply anybody's message. I just entered a shell. But I came out of it. And like I said, you dust your shoulder and you keep going.
The show has to go on.
The show has to go on. Things that most times people don't see all these things. Like, they only want to see the result. No one really cares about what you're going through behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, man. Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, nobody cares. So yeah.
Alright, so as we wrap up, can you share a few tips for people, for aspiring business owners who hope to do this someday?
Okay, so the first thing I always tell you is stay true to yourself. Know why you started your business. Basically know the why and know where you want to go. Like, know where you're heading. You should have a vision and something that drives you. Because the truth is, you are always going to experience burnout. It's something that's inevitable. And you're always going to feel unmotivated. But if you have a reason why you're doing what you're doing, no matter what happens, you'll be able to get back up. So that's the first thing. Second thing is you should learn to block out negativity. Because truth of the matter is people are going to talk. I remember when I started my business, what didn't I hear? See, I've gone through a lot. I was able to raise my business money by doing makeup for people. So the money I used to start my business, I started my business with 20,000 naira. Yes, it's hard to believe. I did start my business with 20,000. And it was money that I was trying to raise, like, when we're in school. I was doing makeup for people during the weekends. Like I said, I dedicated my weekends to working and my business. So I was doing makeup for people. I would save money. I would just render services, save money. So I started with 20K. Then I started multiplying the money bit by bit. So when I started all these things, people were like, oh, she's doing so much, from content creation to my business. Chisom is always posting. Chisom is always this. But in the end, the posting is paying me now. And the people who were saying that I was always posting. They are still the
Right
ones
now.
that will tell you, well done, congratulations, you're doing well, whether they mean it or not. But the truth is, it doesn't really matter, because you're not doing these things for them. You're doing it for yourself and your future, your present and your future self. So like I said, you should learn to block out negativity. People would always talk. Third, you need to learn to prioritize, because to run a business, you would not only manage products, you also manage people. You should learn to relate with people. I think that's one thing that's helped me with my business and my social media, because I noticed that people are very comfortable texting me. People are comfortable to people are comfortable reaching out to me, because I treat people like family. I'm not the kind of person that will just be raising my shoulder. Why am I raising the shoulder? That's the thing. Why are you carrying your shoulder? Some people have not even achieved so much and they're already carrying their shoulders. And they always say this thing, pride comes before a fall. So you should learn to accommodate people. You should learn to relate well with people. Because another thing that helped my brand is my communication and my relationship with people. When you relate properly with people, they would want to help you.
Yeah,
that's one thing people and refer you. I notice that sometimes I don't even know somebody, but somebody that I don't know has referred them to me. And it's probably just maybe the way they saw me, I speak to somebody else, and they don't know me. They've just observed me from the distance. Like that's number 3. The fourth thing, which is linked to the third thing, is people are always watching. So you should learn to carry yourself properly. Don't just do things anyhow, because people are always watching. Even when you think no one is watching you, people are watching you. And I've been in situations where somebody has been in a position to give somebody a job. And the reason they didn't give that person a job is because they saw the way that person was behaving to another person, not to them, but another person. So you need to be careful with the way you carry yourself, the things you say, the things you do. There are some places you can't ever find me. There are some things you can never hear me say. And there are some things I don't put my mouth in, because I know that eventually it might come back to bite me. So I'm very careful with how I address things and things I put outside, because really it's going to one day come back. So yeah, be careful with all these things and plan your time properly. Good time management. He who fails to plan plans to fail. That's what I always remind myself. Like, you have to plan. Or if you don't plan, my dear, you're going to fail, and we don't want that. So yeah.
All right, guys. So Chisom has said it all. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'm going to tag Chisom's page in the description below. Thank you very much for being on the show with me today, Chisom.
It's my pleasure.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.